What up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Um, Lot going on, man. Lot going on in the world of physical media. A lot of new pickups this week. A little bit slower on the watches this week because I coach basketball and basketball season started. So a lot going on. A little later on the watches, but a lot to talk about. And I'm kind of gonna go off the cuff a little bit. I've got some notes here, but there's a lot of interesting things being released, and I my wheels, my gears are turning. Um, with thoughts about this one new release that I want to get your opinion on. And I want to get your thoughts on because my mind is kind of like racing over this in good ways and bad ways, but I think it's like um more so the state of physical media that has me in like a bind right now. And again, you're talking to someone who like spends exorbitant amounts of money every year. I subscribe to both Vinegar Syndrome and TerrorVision. I buy endless amounts of bad movies every year because I like B movies, I like schlock, I like sleaze, I like cult, I like indie. I'm all about that vibe. But the movie I want to talk to you guys about first and foremost, and the release that I want to talk to you guys about, and the number one thing on my list this week for Sunday Spookies, is the what's the name of it? The Ugly Stepsister release from Second Sight. I think it's a really polarizing release, for me at least, and it's really making me question a lot of the state of physical media. I got to be honest with you guys for a lot of reasons. So I'm gonna get into that in just a second. But before I do, I just want to give a shout out to everybody for the love and engagement lately because I think I gained like 100 new subscribers in the past like I don't know a few weeks or so. Like some of the last few videos I've done, I picked up a lot of steam. So, I appreciate you guys, showing my page love, showing my page engagement. So let's keep that train rolling. If you could be so kind as to slam that like button before we do anything, I would appreciate it. And yeah, if you guys want to contribute, like hit me up in the comments for sure. Let me know what your thoughts are because again, let's get back to Ugly Stepsister because I'm having a lot of thoughts about the state of physical media, and this kind of this release specifically sparked these thoughts for me. And that is the fact that again, and I don't really know too much about this movie. I haven't seen it. I want to see it, and I've heard it's actually an excellent movie. My buddy Frank from Frank's Media and Reviews swears by. He says the movie's awesome, and I know he has another release of this movie, and he's picking up this one as well. But I haven't seen it. And I went over to Second Sight and I have a big Second Sight collection. They do fantastic work. And I'm sure the 4K restoration is going to be gorgeous. And all the extras and the booklet and all that is nothing against the release, truly. And if you're a fan of this movie, like, go get it, man. Go out and get it. Like, I'm sure it's gonna sell out. Like most Second Sight shit sells out and it goes for big money. So, like, do your thing, man. Go get it, yada yada. But here's where I'm at. Okay. And here's what's making my grinds kind of like my grinds gear. It's making me like just kind of crash out a little bit on physical media because I I put this in my cart. Okay. And I just wanted to kind of see what this came out to as a single release. If I didn't buy anything else, right, just this title alone, with shipping. And again, I know they're a UK company. You can kind of go in other directions if you want to go to like Diabolic or whatever, but it comes out to about the same. I mean, they up price releases on Diabolic to make up for that shipping cost. So it's like kind of the same, even if you order from Diabolic. But this is what it came out to. Okay. 64.60. So we're looking at about $65 for this release. Okay. Now, again, I want to just iterate very clear that I'm not telling you not to buy it. Like I am very much considering getting it because I really want to see the movie. And I don't think that this has any other release. I think it was an overseas film. So like the US releases are like slim to none, if any. I don't think there are any US releases, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me. But here's kind of where I'm at, right? So this is a movie I've never seen. It's being presented, I believe, in 4K UHD. I have to double check that. Yeah, 4K UHD. Let's actually head over there so I can continue this conversation. Let me share my screen. Let's do this. Go to Second Sight. So yeah, it's right here. I mean, it's a chunky boy kind of situation, and again, so it's $65, and I haven't seen the movie. I don't know if there's a US release. I don't think there is. So this is kind of like the only way to really get it. I know there was like a media book. Don't quote me on this. I didn't like do my research on if there were other releases or not, but it's $65. And I just got to thinking about the state of physical media, right? And like have a I'm someone who believes all formats are created equal, man. And most of the time, like I'm good with a DVD or Blu-ray. I don't need a 4K UHD. This is not a Halloween, man. This is not a Texas Chainsaw. It's not an Elm Street. It's not this is not, or even like for me personally, like a Jennifer's Body. I'm still waiting on that. Or, other like favorites of mine that I really want to get like a nice standalone edition of. It's Ugly Stepsister. And I've heard great things, and I'm not bashing the movie in any sense. Again, I've heard people say this movie rocks. But $65 for a blind buy movie that just came out, that's crazy talk. That is absolutely bonkers. So, I'm just having this kind of like really internal debate on like, is it worth it? Like, and I don't think it is. I got to be honest with you. I don't know. The honest truth is like, I'm going to get this thing. I'm going to watch it once and I'm going to put it away. And I probably won't watch it again for another 5 years. Maybe if I want to show it to someone in a few years, like that's possible. But I'm not buying this thing because I adore the movie. So like $65 is crazy. Um, so I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on it because like this is where physical media is, right? This is a new release. And again, I don't know what other releases there are out there, but like this is where we're at, guys. First time being released on um I believe 4K UHD. Again, don't quote me on that, but $65. Blind buy for me. I mean, that's kind of crazy talk, man. But this is where we're at. Like, this is how things are being released now, and I think we need to kind of get used to it because, DVDs. It's not really happening too much anymore. But I'd be good with the DVD, and that's the honest truth. Like, I would pay $12 to $15 for a DVD over 65 for a 4K UHD. I don't need this thing in 4K UHD. And that's kind of the difficulty that I'm facing with this and like the state of physical media is like I want to see the movie. I do. And I want to own the movie because I've heard it's awesome. But like, I don't fucking need to spend $65 on this shit. No disrespect to Second Sight. They are awesome. I have a huge Second Sight collection. But these things are being released constantly in these UHD collector's editions. The FOMO is real. And like, it's going to sell out. I guarantee this thing's going to sell out. That's just where I'm at. And so I'm curious to hear your thoughts, guys. Like, are you buying these things like blind buys? Like you haven't seen the movie? Like, and again, there are the amount of releases or the amount of money being spent on discs has gone down. I think I read a stat. It was like $20 billion in like 2001. That was like the highest it ever was. And then now it's like a billion. So it's gone down like absolutely exponential amounts since the early 2000s. So you got to understand that like the releases that are being put out are just not the same, right? It's just not selling the same. So like it's just not the same. It's not the same. Also, I'm feeling a little under the weather. You can probably hear it in my voice. So, are you guys picking this thing up? Like, again, I know my buddy Frank is like all about it and he loves the movie, but I've never seen it, and it just has me questioning a lot. Like, I'm gonna take you through some of my gets this week, and I picked up a shit ton of just cheap DVDs, man. I just feel like I'm at a place where, like, in my collecting, and if you follow me over on Instagram, you know I have an absolutely insane collection, massive collection. I don't need a 4K UHD, man. I don't need a $65 edition for this movie. I just want to see it. I'll fucking catalog it with a DVD straight up. Like I don't really care to be honest with you. The picture quality will be just fine for a DVD for me. Just want to see the movie. Um. Anyway, let's check out what this thing's offering. Just because we're here. But it is a chunky box. The movie looks super cool. I really do want to see it. So this is a pre-order. It's available February. The Ugly Stepsister. It's like a Cinderella kind of vibe, but I think it's like from the perspective of the stepsister. Just getting like her point of view. But let's take a look. Emily Blickfeld, and I think this movie was an overseas release or an overseas movie. I don't think this is a U.S. movie. So you got the chunky box, you got the booklet, you got the art cards, all that good stuff. Let's keep on cruising here. So you got both the UHD and the Blu-ray. So that I really appreciate when companies do that. That means a lot to me as a collector when we get both the UHD and the Blu-ray. I appreciate that. So, oh, and the main features on both discs. That's kind of cool. Typically, it just shows up on the Blu-ray. You got Dolby Vision, new audio commentary. I'm assuming all the extras are new on this because it's a brand new film. New audio commentary, interview with the director, interview with the actor, interview with actor. Again, I don't really know who these people are, but I've heard the movie is banging. I heard it's pretty great. So yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at, guys. I'm gonna stop sharing here. Lost you guys for a second. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on this because this is just the state of where we're at as far as physical media is concerned, man. I think this is the new norm. You know, $65 ship to your door releases. I'm like, you got to kind of like get used to it. And I think we really need to start being selective, man. Start being selective on what you get in 4K UHD, what you're ordering, because it's unsustainable. And this is someone who spends an exorbitant amount of money on physical media every year. The $65 releases are unsustainable, especially for a movie I've never seen. I just want to see it. I just want to catalog it, man. Give me a DVD. Give me a standard Blu-ray. I don't need a UHD box set $65 release. It's just where I'm at, and it's crazy to think that these are the releases we're getting constantly. So, if you guys have any thoughts on that, like hit me up in the comments because I wanted to do a standalone video on this. But as the days kind of went on and I didn't have a chance to do it, I was like, I'm gonna toss it in my Sunday Spookies checklist and kind of see what you guys are thinking. I'll do it live right here. But yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out. We got 4 people in the chat. What up, Stacy? Appreciate you hanging out. Favorite feature of the year? It's a good question. I'm gonna be doing a year in review probably next week, sometime, probably next like Thursday, Friday-ish, talking about my favorite releases of the year, favorite movies of the year. I gotta look back. I really liked Companion. I thought Companion was pretty cool. I watched the VHS of that from Katie Video, and I knew nothing about Companion when I went into it, and it caught me off guard. People are saying it was like predictable and this and that. I didn't know anything about it, and like when you get that first, I guess, twist, I'll call it, without spoiling it. When you find out like kind of what's going on, I was like, no shit, no fucking way. So I really liked Companion, but I have to take a look back. I'm like not all there right now to give you my honest opinion. But thank you for the question. Daniel Banks, what up, homie? Appreciate you hanging out, man. Thank you, man, for that. I appreciate the kind words on my channel, man. It means the world. You guys are hanging out, so appreciate that. Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about, man. Like, I've been more selective as well. I don't need every $60 chunky box. I want the Pusher trilogy, but I've never seen them. Might just get the standard edition. This is exactly what I'm talking about, man. Like, it's just unsustainable. It's just crazy. And again, if you follow me over on Instagram, I have a crazy collection, man. VHS, DVD, 4K, Blu-ray. I have everything, and it's just I have no room. I have movies coming out of the walls, man. And but this is where we're at. Like, this is how things are being released now. Like these UHDs, it's become more of a collector's game than anything else, which I'm not against. Like, I think it's super fucking cool, man. And Second Sight does great work, but I think we really need to start thinking about and having the conversation of selectivity, right? Just like you said, Daniel, like, it's unsustainable. It's unsustainable to buy these movies that you've never seen for $60, 65. Again, just so you guys can see, I'm going to show you one more time. This is the movie in my cart, shipped to my door. $65. That's fucking bonkers. And I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm not telling you any of that, but it's fucking bonkers. Um, so let me pop this down. And so yeah, Daniel, man, I totally agree. It's fucking wild. Would Sophie Thatcher be a good Judy Jetson? Hell yeah, I think that'd be cool. I think it'd be a good Judy Jetson. Um, all right, so that was first on my list. Do you have any movies on capacitance electronic discs? I don't know what that means. Is that like a CED? Is that what you're asking me? I don't know what that is. If you let me know what that is, I'll let you know. But I don't think so. I is that Laserdisc? Um, I don't know. But thanks, Stacy, for the question. Um, so that's Ugly Stepsister, and I appreciate your input, Daniel, and everyone who contributed on that because it's just bonkers, man. I don't know how to navigate it. The FOMO is real. I want it too. That's the thing about it too. Like with that Ugly Stepsister release, I want it, and like I'm still like in my fucked up FOMO way. I'm still debating on getting it, even though I don't need it or want it. All right, sorry, I want it, but like, give me a DVD, man. Give me a DVD. I'll throw in my region free player and I'll call it a day. I don't need a 4K UHD disc. I just don't. Okay. Anyway, let's get into my next order of business here. Next order of business. I'm getting a call. And that is from Arrow. Okay, they dropped some pretty interesting news this week. That I want to kind of go over because I haven't even looked at it myself yet. So I'm kind of doing this live with you guys. But they dropped Salem's Lot, man, and that shit was teased for like a month or so. And then they finally dropped it. That it's happening. And so I'm gonna check this thing out with you guys live. And the honest truth about this release, and I'm gonna take you guys there in just a second, is I know this was like a big, big, dream for a lot of people. It wasn't one for me. I am a big Stephen King fan. Um, but I've seen this movie. I think I saw the miniseries version, but like a long, long time ago, and I really need to recheck it out. So, here we have it. This is a Salem's Lot UHD 4K Arrow Video chunky box, all that good stuff, poster, booklet, all the goodness. I'm definitely gonna get this because I don't own this movie in any other capacity. I might. Do I have the DVD? I might have the DVD. I don't know. Just have swaths of DVD everywhere. Um, so I gotta double check on that. But I am gonna pick this up because I haven't seen it in like 20 years, and I know it's a very beloved movie, and I am a big Stephen King fan. So here you have the artwork, which I dig, man. I think this is the original art. I don't know for sure, but I think the purple aesthetic is super fucking cool. I think they did a really nice job. Also, we got some Italian there, which is kind of cool. So this releases on March 31st. We got a couple months to get that pre-order in. This is something I can see selling out. I got to be honest with you guys. I really do. I can see it selling out. And Arrow stuff sells out, man. Don't sleep on it. Arrow stuff sells out. So definitely, if you're interested, I would buy it sooner rather than later. You got $45 MSRP on that. And let's get into it. See what we got. So you got the 4K UHD disc, brand new 4K restorations of both the original two-part miniseries and the shorter theatrical cut. And I think that was a big deal for a lot of people. The fact that you're getting both cuts of the film. So you get the theatrical cut, and you get that two-part miniseries, which is the first time both are being put together in one standalone edition, I believe. Don't quote me on that. You got Dolby Vision and both versions of versions of the film, which is super cool. You got lossless mono audio, English subtitles, which I dig. It's the subtitles are such a subtle thing, but like I really appreciate it when they include subtitles because I watch a lot of obscure shit with ridiculous dialogue, and when it's not there, it's like you wish you had it. So I dig subtitles, so I appreciate that they did that. You got the reversible sleeve artwork. You got the perfect bound book. You got a sticker. It's kind of a nice touch. You got the poster. Then you got the two discs, man. You got all kinds of new and archival features on here. Some new commentaries, new interview with Stephen King, man. This is badass right here. So King of the Vampire, this is on disc 2. A new interview with Stephen King, I'm sorry, Stephen King biographer. Ah, that would have been cool if it was Stephen King. Grady Hendrix has a piece on here. So a lot of cool stuff on here. I'm definitely gonna get this. I'll definitely be ordering this soon. So yeah, there you have it from Arrow Video. I've been meaning to order where is it? I've been meaning to order um Evil Dead Rise, so I'll probably like get those both together. But yeah, that's kind of like the big news this. Those two things were kind of like the big news for me, as far as I'm concerned. Um, so that was kind of like a big deal for a lot of people. I'm definitely gonna be getting the Salem's Lot. And we'll see about the Ugly Stepsister. If you guys know anything about that movie or have any like insider insight you can help me out with on that one to make my decision easier, help me out because I'm like Angel Devil, but I'm just like I keep looking at the $65 price tag to my door, and I'm like, it's just fucking bonkers. Anyway, let's keep going here. So I want to talk to you guys about my pickups, watches of the week. I got all kinds of good stuff. Um, I did all kinds of crazy Black Friday stuff that has come in this week. A brand new box of movies. I'm going to show you guys. It just came in yesterday. All kinds of good stuff. So let me do that first because some of this other stuff I think I did in another video. So let me show you guys my brand new box that just came in yesterday. And then I'll kind of take you guys through some of the other stuff that I got this week. Some of my watches, which I did watch Troll 2 this week, which was everything I could possibly dream of and more. This could be my favorite release this year. I will go into that, but all right, let's go over this big box of movies I have right here. Ooh, this is the first time I'm showing this on my channel. I just got it yesterday, and I just opened it up this morning. So no one's seen any of these movies yet. So I got a shit ton of stuff from SRS. This is our Black Friday gets. So let's get right into it. I haven't even like taken these out yet. I just opened the box. All right. So we got a bunch of DVDs, Blu Rays, and I've been pretty adamant about the fact that I thought SRS was a fucking banging sale. They were probably the best sale next to MVD, and I did 2 big orders from SRS. I'm still waiting on my other one, so I'm even more excited about. But let me just kind of quickly go through these because I got a shit ton of DVDs and Blu Rays here. All right, I got Empire State of the Dead. This is the awesome underground movie line you need to see. It just again, I think this is like $3, so I picked that one up. Then we got a movie called The Hidden. This is the retro line, SRS home video retro line. I'm a slut for these. I have a bunch of these SRS DVDs. They're just so much fun, and like I really haven't watched anything from SRS minus maybe like Psycho Santa that I didn't love. Everything else I've fucking been obsessed with. They're just the best. All right, next we got Night of the Dead Sorority Babes. I cannot wait to watch this. So this has Lynn Lowry and Myrna. Jessa Phlox, I believe, is in this. My girl. I think I could be wrong, but I think that's her right on the cover. So Night of the Dead Sorority Babes. I'm really, really, really excited to, Jessa Phlox. Really excited to check this one out. Now, this one was not actually on sale, or maybe it was like $5 off. This is a brand new flick. So this is actually like $20, but the rest of these were like $5 or cheaper. All right, so those of you that just popping in, Night of the Dead Sorority Babes, really excited to check that one out. All right, next up we got, this was a brand new release also. It wasn't on a big sale, but it's called Dummy, and they got some signatures on there. This one looked badass, so I picked it up. You can see the kind of the stills on the back. It's like puppet dummy horror. Listen, I grew up in the 90s. Like, I have a real slappy prop right here. Anything dummy horror, give it to me all day. Facts. That was a cool release, signed by the director and writer. Then we've got Meat Market and Meat Market 2. This is a cool 2-pack. These were on sale. These were like $7 each. Got the Blu-rays, Meat Market, and Meat Market 2. Really excited to check these out. All right, then we've got some more retro release, Cannibal Cop. And with these, you kind of know what you're getting. Like, look at these stills, man. It's just like straight gore, violence, probably a lot of nudity. Cult cinema, baby. All the sleeves. Give me all the sleeves. I want all of it. All right. Then we've got. All right, we got a movie called Bedridden. Badass artwork on there. Didn't really know much about this one, but I think it was like $3, $4. Then we've got oh, this one looks fucking cool. Mother, a boy's best friend. Badass artwork on there. All right, then we've got all right, we got Flesh Eaters. Yo, look at this fucking cover, man. Tell me this doesn't look badass. Flesh Eaters. Super cool. Then we've got a movie called Dead Silence, which I actually accidentally picked up a second copy of. I already had this accidentally, so I actually traded it to a dude who was interested, and I picked up a bunch of DVDs from him. So you got Dead Silence, a really cool flick. Then you got Woods Witch. Then No Budget Theater. Kind of go through these a little quicker. Because there's a shit ton here. Oh, this is cool. I picked up a trilogy, the whole Grim Reaper trilogy. So you got Grim Reaper, the original. It's just like good fun slashers. You got Grim Reaper 2. Kind of like got the Burning, kind of play on the Burning artwork right there. And then you got Grim Reaper 3. Again, I think these were like $5 each. Something super dope. I picked up these. If you are not familiar with SRS, yo, you got to check them out, man. They're like, I'm crushing on them so hard right now. One of my favorite indie labels. All right, we got a few more here. We got Fatal Premonitions. I had heard this fucking slaps. I've never seen it, but Fatal Premonitions. Super psyched to add that one. Then we've got The Maker of Monsters. Again, don't really know much about this one, but again, like anything SRS is dope. Then we picked up Killin' Time. Looked fun. Easter Sunday. Now, I think that they did a VHS of this, I want to say. And I'm pretty sure the VHS fucking sold out quick. So I picked up the Blu Ray. The Blu Ray was super cheap. The Blu Ray was like, I don't know, $10. And that's kind of where I'm at with these releases, was that like this was the best sale to me. These things were so cheap. All right, I got a couple more here. All right, we got The Shroud. Didn't really know much about that one, but it's cool. All right, then we've got Bug-Eyed Monsters Invade the Earth. Oh fucking yeah. Then we've got Mother Mortis. This one I'm really excited about. Look at the artwork on there. Mother Mortis. Then we've got a double feature. We got Lethal Nightmare and Hallucination. I believe Hallucination is Todd Sheets, if I'm not mistaken. Then we've got Nightmare Vacation, Polonia Brothers, Vibe. Then we've got Reflesh. And last but not least, we got Countryside. So again, just all kinds of good schlocky fun from SRS. And like I said, I have another giant order from them incoming still. I hit them the hardest of any Black Friday sale, but I'm just waiting on it. It hasn't come in yet. They did it in 2 different orders. All right, so that's that. There's more. All right, that's SRS. Now let me take you guys through what else do I want to do? My MVD order. I'm going to go through this super quick because I did do a video on it, but I want to show you guys what I got because I got like a shit ton of stuff from them. All right, so first up, we got from Synapse, a bunch of Synapse titles. I went for the DVDs. They had a crazy sale on all the Synapse stuff because Synapse is doing a sale on their page. They were kind of mirroring it, but it's actually cheaper. So I told you guys when it dropped, man. I was like, don't sleep on the MVD sale. All right, we got Homesick. Tiffany Shepis, Chop Top, Bill Mosley. Really excited to check this one out. I finally picked up Rock and Roll Nightmare. Okay, this is something that I had never seen, and I had probably had this movie in my cart everywhere for like probably close to 2 years, and I just never pulled the trigger because I was like 22 bucks, 23 bucks, and it finally went down to like 12. And I was like, done buying it. The Violent Shit Collection. This was on sale too for like 12 bucks. This is like a German exploitation wild movie kind of vibe. It's 5 movies in here, so I was like, no brainer. Next, this movie I actually watched. This is a crazy, crazy movie. Okay, I watched it this week. It's called Entrails of a Virgin. Now, Synapse did this one and the sequel, Entrails of a Beautiful Woman. This is Asian exploitation cult cinema that was actually censored in Asia. They censored this movie because of all the nudity. So you get like some fogginess around some of the nudity. Not on the top, but anything on the bottom is censored out. And this thing is fucking bonkers. A strong recommend from me. I want to pick up the other one as well. This was a ton of fun. I watched this week. Entrails of a Virgin. I'm not gonna take. I picked up a whole bunch of Wild Eye, extreme raw stuff. I'm just gonna tell you what it is if you're not familiar. This is kind of the line that they do. It's Wild Eye Extreme Raw, Raw and Extreme. They're basically low budget schlocky B movies that every single one of these I probably picked up like 30 are all like $2.95 each. So a lot of fun, man. I watched this last night, Bunny. This shit was a ton of fun. Okay, definitely check it out. It's called Bunny. And so yeah, check out the Wild Eye Raw and Extreme stuff. But what else? What else? What else? Put this stuff down. I picked up Dead and Buried, the 4K UHD. This stuff here. I have movies everywhere. Nope, not that one. Yeah, I picked up the Dead and Buried 4K UHD because I heard this shit is fire. I've never seen this movie. I have the VHS, but Dead and Buried, it's like a chunky boy. It seems like 12 bucks, 4K UHD. I picked up Disturbing Behavior this week. Blu Ray. I picked up Vampire's Kiss. Really excited to check this one out. I picked up Psycho Sleepover, an old Trauma DVD that I want to check out. It's like $2. I picked up August Underground, the trilogy. I really wanted to check these out. I have not seen these, but they are notorious sleaze cults films, and so I had to check it out. August Underground. What else? What else? I picked up the whole Ryan Nicholson filmography. Let me get them here. Ryan Nicholson did a film called Gutter Balls, and I watched it, and it was fucking awesome. So I kind of went from there and picked up his entire discography. So we got Gutter Balls, which I really want to rewatch this thing in high def. Okay, again, I saw the first movie I saw of his was Gutter Balls on DVD, and from there I was so enamored because fucking rules that I wanted to pick up all of his movies. So I picked up Gutter Balls on Blu Ray, and these were all Black Friday sales. I got Live Feed. I got Hanger. And if you're not familiar with Ryan Nicholson films, do yourself a favor, go check out Gutter Balls, man. It's awesome. Torched. Famine. And Star Vehicle. And then last but not least, a movie that was only released on DVD. There was no Blu-ray on this one, but it's Collar. This is like the limited. We can't show that limited nude edition. So yeah, really excited to check those out. I also picked up a few more unearthed titles. One is House of Forbidden Secrets. This has a couple famous people. Who's in this? Ari Lehman, Lloyd Kaufman, and then 100 Tears, also the DVD. Clown Heart. All right, lastly, let's check out Vinegar Syndrome stuff because I've got my sub package here, and I strongly suggest you guys go back and watch that unboxing because I go into detail about the importance of this release for me. But yeah, Troll 2, man, I watched this week, and it was everything I ever dreamed of. It was fantastic. Gorgeous 4K. The grain is insane. Do we need a 4K UHD on this? The answer is yes. Yes, we do. 100%. This is like in play for me, for my what I want and need and appreciate in physical media. It's in line for me with release of the year. This was a big deal for me. But we got Troll 2. I watched the both interviews with Claudio Fragasso. I'm sorry, all three. Claudio Fragasso, Michael Stevenson, and the dad, I forgot his name. And they were great. Great, really, really good. So yeah, Troll 2. I also picked up again, I was on the fence about, but I ended up getting a GPK. I've never seen it, so I picked it up. Still milking that Vinegar Syndrome subscriber discount for as long as I can. Then I picked up the new Saturn's Core, Hardcore Poisoned Eyes. Excited to check that one out. And then I got Time Crimes. I got Stendhal Syndrome, some Argento fun, and Shawscope. And so, listen, there's other stuff too. I got a couple other things here I want to show you guys. I don't remember if I got this last week or this week, a couple box sets, but I figured I would show them again, whether I did or didn't. I just don't remember. So last but not least, from MakeFlix, this is kind of their Black Friday sale also. Put these here, but I picked up the Meat Hook Massacre Collection. Dope box set, Sterling Entertainment. Look at the artwork on that. Fucking dope. So we got the Meat Hook Massacre Collection. All the movies come together in this Blu Ray. It's like 8 Blu Rays. Really excited to check these out. You've got the occult. I think the Occultist. I'm sorry, the Cinemacabre Cult Classic Horror Collection. Boom. Also from Sterling Entertainment. Really, really cool vibe. So you open it up. I think it's like 6 movies. Let's see. 7. Really cool. And then last but not least, I picked up another couple movies from MakeFlix, and they sent me a movie for free, which is super cool. I picked up The Alien Dead and Virgin Cheerleaders in Chains. And then they sent me for free this Grindhouse double feature, which is pretty cool. Eyes of the Werewolf and Hunting Season. And so there you have it, guys. Those are my pick. I mean, tons of new stuff this week. Because there's a lot of my Black Friday stuff, but hit me up in the comments, guys. I'm gonna get out of here in a minute, but hit me up in the comments. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Slam that like button, man. And most of all, let me know about your thoughts on that Ugly Stepsister release, because I have so much going on in my brain about it and the state of physical media, and I'm really interested to hear your thoughts, guys. So that's where I'm at. All right. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Have a great Sunday. Hope your fantasy football teams prosper. I have a big semifinals matchup today that I faced Puka in 2 leagues. Ugh, gross. But appreciate y'all hanging out. Hit that like button, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.